So what I want to do today is take the time to talk to you about how you can take some breaks during your day when you're sitting at a desk for extended periods of time. We've all been there, we get caught up, you're checking emails, you're doing something else, you realize you haven't moved in hours, but at the same time, you don't want to get away from what you're doing, go walk a lap, take your lunch break yet, or whatever it may be. So I'm going to show you a quick way to loosen up our lower body. It's primarily just for our lower half, just still at the comfort of your own desk. So you can still read emails, you can still do whatever you need to do, take a phone call if necessary, but at the same time you're moving, you're getting your body flowing. Hopefully that'll help you be not only more productive, but just in a better mood and feeling better about yourself for the rest of the day. So the first area we're going to focus on is your piriformis. So piriformis, the muscle, runs here, kind of all the way down underneath, right over a glute. And the problem with this one, it sits over our sciatic nerve. So as it gets tight, we start getting some pain into our hips. So how we're going to do this one, I want you to put your ankle on your top of your thigh, and then you're going to sit up tall. So everything we do, I want you to sit up as tall as you can here, kind of pull your toe up towards you, and then all we're going to do is just hinge forward. So we're here. Imagine you're bringing your chest to your shin, and you're just going to hang out in this position. Take some breaths. Really feel your diaphragm expand, so you want to get longer with every breath. And as you exhale, really try to bring yourself and your chest closer to your shin. So if you're still here, I can still look at some emails, I can still check some things out, but at the same time, I'm trying to work on my mobility. One big breath, let out, and we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. So same thing, I'll turn this way so you can see the ankle. So we're here, ankle, the malleolus, the outside of your ankle is going to sit right on top of your thigh. You're going to pull your toe up towards you. You don't have to push this leg down, but you can if you want to add a little more intensity to the stretch. Don't you sit up tall, hinge again, just from our back. We're not rounding, right? There's none of this position. We're as flat as we can be with our back. Get into that hip. Take some breaths. Try to relax. If you're just listening to someone on a conference call, you want to tune out. Don't feel obligated to keep your eyes open here. And tend to notice when you're in this position if one side feels tighter than the other. Usually we always have one side that's just a little tighter than our other side. Good. So that was the first one. We got into our hips. The next one we're going to have to stand for. So again, we can still do this while looking at the computer, but for the sake of this, I'm going to get into a different position. So what we're going to do for this one is our hip flexors. As we sit, our hip flexors get in this shortened position, especially if we've been there for hours, right? And then when we stand up, we have this tendency to get all that motion we lost here with our low back. So we're going to try to increase this mobility into our hip flexors and put us in a better position. So what I want you to do, keep this toe pointed forward. We're going to have our foot up on here, and don't get your knee too far out over your toe. And all I'm going to try to do here is try to first tuck my pelvis, right? I'm going to drive my hip into the chair here, get up as tall as I can, bring my right arm up, so whatever foot is back, that arm goes up. Try to get as long as I can, and just breathe in. Again, we're breathing as we're coming into this position. Every time I'm trying to drive deeper and get my hip closer to the front edge of this chair. So big breath in. And again, the tension I'm trying to create is from my hand all the way through my foot. As I take a breath in, I want to exhale, but keep my rib cage up. Don't let it condense back down. Good. So you should feel that stretch on the front of your hip and even into your psoas a little bit as you take those breaths. Let's go ahead and do our other side. Again, get a good wide stance here. Go in this position. I'm going to drive this hip first, tilt my pelvis up, squeeze the back glute. So on this side, it's my left side. I'm going to drive it into the chair, bring my left arm up, take some big breaths in here. As I do, I'm trying to actively get my hip closer to this chair while breathing through the whole motion. Don't forget to breathe. Relax. Try to disassociate from whatever's going on here for a little bit and just focus on how you feel. If you want, if this is okay, you can kind of get a little bit across your body as well. So you shoot your hip out a little and you'll feel a little more into the oblique and a little more targeted in that psoas. So that's for your hip flexors, right? The next one we're going to do is for your hamstrings. So same position. We're going to use the chair again. Again, I want to make sure my back foot is square. I don't want to let it go out to the side. So I'm here, standing up tall. And again, just like we did with the piriformis, I want you to be tall, and you're just going to hinge from your hip, lean forward, toe back towards you. Don't let this relax, right? If you have to keep this down here, that means we just need to back it up. So we're going to be here, lean forward, chest falls into our knee. Take some big breaths. Exhale, sink deeper into the stretch every time. If you need something to support yourself, that's fine, right? We don't have to try to make this a balance exercise. You can use a foam roller, you can use your desk, you can get in whatever position you need. But if you can, I encourage you to try to just stand on your leg, so we're also incorporating balance. If this is easy, you can also rotate your foot in and you rotate the opposite direction as you try to increase into the depth of that stretch, right? Okay, next side. So again, same thing, foot square. We're doing our other leg now, toe back towards me, get up tall, hinge forward. All that hinging is taking place at my hips, so none of it is my back. Right here, straight, bring myself down. Big breaths. Again, I can use my leg for support. I can use anything else I have at my disposal here. Try to relax, toe back towards you. Feel that stretch all along your hamstrings, and then if you want, rotate your foot in, you turn away, and you're going to feel it change. So it's going to get a different aspect of your hamstring. And most people are going to notice this is very tight, going this way, not so much, right? It's just kind of the nature of how our hip works. So we're going to be here, into this position. All right, last one you can do, we're just going to use the chair, and we're just going to get into our calves a little bit. So what I like people to do, put their foot up on this. You're going to drive your hip forward as much as you can, and you're just going to feel the stretch here in your gastroc. If you want to get some motion into this, drop down. I'm all for it, right? Promote some blood flow back from our legs, especially if we've been sitting for a long period of time and we can't get out and walk around, right? But we're just trying to drive forward with this knee, try to get all through this leg. If you want, you can back up and we'll get a little into our soleus as well. So we're trying to drive this forward, getting into there. So switch to the other side. Same thing, get up tall, use the chair for some support, drive that knee forward while keeping our legs straight. So in this moment, we're targeting all of this upper gastroc. Here, again, if you want to add some motion to it, I'm all for it. And then we're going to drop back into here. Boom, drive this knee forward, get into this position, and now you're going to feel it all in the lower portion. So the portion we feel more when we're running. All right, so there is about 4 to 5 stretches. Very easy for you to do. You can do those at the comfort of your own desk. You don't have to look like the weird person in the office that's doing jumping jacks. You just look like you're moving around, getting some mobility back into our joints. Sit down, finish whatever you do, but I would encourage you as soon as you can, as soon as it's kind of feasible for you in your workday, get outside, go for a walk, go do some stretches, go do something to kind of elevate your heart rate and hopefully boost your mood. And if you like this, stay tuned. There is also a upper body one as well. So if you notice that you hold most of your tension in your shoulders and back, we'll also do one for your upper body that you can do at the comfort of your desk. Thank you.